All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking something literally massive, a civilization-grade blueprint designed to upgrade humanity right alongside our rapidly accelerating technology. We are looking at the incredibly ambitious, totally expansive work of Dante Atlas Baker Sr., also known as Quiet Achilles. For the last 18 years, you guys, he has been quietly building a massive framework to solve some of our nation's and, frankly, humanity's deepest, most complex problems. Take a look at this quote because it perfectly sets the tone for everything we're about to talk about. The game is the same. The only thing that changes is the name. It's this brilliant reminder that every single generation faces the exact same recurring challenges of survival, power, and progress. Sure, the battlefield changes, the technology gets flashier, but the fundamental systems, the game itself, that remains. And that means we have to consciously, intentionally redesign the tools we use to overcome these hurdles. Okay, moving right into Section 1, the human software update and the growing civilizational gap. So here is the macro problem we are facing today, laid out plainly. While our machines, artificial intelligence, and digital networks are learning and expanding faster than ever before, our actual human operating system, well, it's basically stagnating. We've handed a civilization-level machine to a species that is still stuck in tribal thinking, division, and constant survival mode. Think of it like this. We've totally upgraded our hardware, but we desperately, urgently need a human software update just to keep pace. Which brings us to Section 2, the Universal Solutionist Code, a framework for human stability. Now, what is this code? Basically, it's about humanity getting its power back. Right now, it's so easy to feel totally powerless against broken systems or massive corporate greed, right? Well, the code fixes this. It replaces all the guilt trips and endless political fighting with a clear, realistic opportunity to just solve a specific problem. It places a super low-friction choice directly in front of people and businesses, completely voluntarily, no coercion whatsoever. And it works like a totally frictionless mechanism. Step 1, awareness creates a choice. You are presented with a truly solvable problem. Step 2, you make a completely voluntary choice to either participate or stand by. Step 3, if you choose to help, you earn a spot in a public celebratory registry. And the absolute genius here is that it never shames or blacklists anyone who says no. It just naturally directs public trust and support straight toward the verified solutionists. This is where it gets really interesting, because the code completely flips traditional logic on its head. Most systems treat a person going through acute hardship as an economic burden. But the code, it recognizes that a human mind trapped in survival mode represents a tragic loss of intelligence. Intelligence that our world actually desperately needs. By using micro-sponsorship pipelines, like, say, a simple $50 baseline to help someone exit homelessness, we immediately remove that survival friction. Because solving someone's baseline needs isn't charity. It is a vital, absolutely essential investment in human infrastructure. All right, Section 3, 18 years, 68 solutions. Looking at the true scale of the master plan. 68. To put that into perspective, over his incredibly focused 18-year journey, Dante actually conceptualized 888 ideas. Out of those, he has officially launched 68 tangible, ready-to-go solutions specifically designed to upgrade humanity. That is an unbelievable volume of actionable, systemic architecture for one person to build. And these are for sure not just abstract theories. We are talking about actual, interconnected parts of a machine built to apply solutions exactly where our nation needs the most help. Whether it's the HOME initiative you see at the top, bringing dignity to the homeless, or the humanity upgrade architecture designed to help us keep pace with technology, the whole shebang is engineered to elevate human well-being. Now, for Section 4, the architect himself, Quiet Achilles, and a true generational legacy. You have to understand, this isn't just a recent project. This timeline maps a profound generational legacy of perseverance. It traces literally all the way back to 1898, when his great-great-grandfather Lewis Atlas Sr. began documenting family ideas. Then, in 1971, his aunt Alice Thompson started contacting families nationwide. All of this culminated in the 2000s with Dante's 18-year system-building journey, which famously included his radical, purposeful entry into homelessness so he could study America's broken systems from the absolute inside. But here's the catch. He didn't actually plan on homelessness being so insanely difficult to get out of. He spent months aligning himself and studying the problem on the ground, but he became trapped in the very system he was finding solutions for. He was targeted by drug dealers, constantly stuck in a fight-or-flight survival mode. And yet, amazingly, out of that extreme, raw adversity, he finalized the very frameworks needed to solve humanity's major issues. Which brings us to our final part, Section 5, an urgent call to action to unlock the future. So this brings up what the framework calls the alignment clause. Listen, pulling Dante out of survival mode is not some selfish request, because the master plan is engineered strictly to elevate human stability. Ensuring the architect actually has his baseline resources met is an operational prerequisite. It is the essential key to unlocking this massive, cascading waterfall of solutions he has built for mankind. You simply cannot execute the blueprint if the architect is trapped out in the cold. Here is the raw truth. Dante, quiet Achilles, is literally the only one who has built systems on this kind of massive scale to solve our nation's problems and actually prepare future generations. No one else has stepped up like this in a very long time. Honestly, if ever. He urgently needs a fast-learning, visionary company or individual to partner with him right now and pull him out of survival mode. We simply have no time to wait, and we have absolutely no time to look over another person. Technology is moving way too fast. The solutions are built, but action is required right now. So I'm going to leave you with this one final, pretty provocative question to chew on. Will we just stand by while the architect of our future fights for basic daily survival? Or will we choose to step up, use the universal solutionist code, and unlock the next evolution of humanity? The choice, exactly as Dante designed it, is entirely up to us.